From Radio DePaul, Chicago's college connection.
My father spent 3 years restoring this car. It is his love. It is his passion.
I'm Michael Cera, and human skin is my passion.
I learned to feel things I'd never felt before. Love, jealousy, passion for disemboweling.
Look at all the passion on that wall.
Well, jazz flute has always been a small passion of mine.
It's a bathroom.
It's not just a bathroom, David. It's a passion project.
My passion project. Destroying someone else's passion project.
This is Passion Project with your host, Peyton Basden.
Oh my goodness. I came into the studio today, as I usually do on a day like today, like a day where I would have a show per se. But something felt different. I don't know if something, something was not necessarily a miss, but something was definitely off, in a way that I had never felt before. There was a different energy in the space. There's a different energy in the room, and I kept trying to put my finger on it. And I'm like, what is so different about today's show? What's really going on here? And the more I thought about it, it became clearer and clearer that today in the show's intro, I would have to introduce this show, Passion Project, as no longer the award-winning radio series / podcast Passion Project, but now the 2-time award-winning radio show / podcast Passion Project. And that just feels good to say. I'm happy. Is that crazy? No, I'm happy I won an award. Yeah, over 2 days ago, if even that. Less than 48 hours. Actually, I don't know if that's. I'm bad with hours. We won for best on-air personality. So I guess maybe not necessarily a win for the show, but a win for me personally. But that's okay. I try my best, and I think it shows. So thank you, listeners, for making this show possible. Thank me for bringing personality, if you will. Okay. Yeah, let's move on to the show. Hey everybody, welcome to Passion Project, 2-time award-winning show on Radio DePaul. Today's a special episode. And I know I say that about a bunch of different episodes, but I do mean it about today because it does feel very special because we've got somebody special here. I'm looking at this person, and it just reminds me of days long past, of a time that was simpler, perhaps more juvenile, and back when there was still innocence and love in the world. And getting you back here now reinvigorates a sense of hope and love and happiness. That's my third positive adjective. Everybody, please welcome back to the show, returning for the first time ever, Trey is here.
Hey, yeah, good to be. Oh, this is on. Has this been on the entire time?
The microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been on.
Okay, because I'm looking at the fun red light over on yours, and I'm noticing that mine doesn't have.
Yeah,
that.
your light is not. I'm like, you're not saying anything. Were you really wait? Could you?
I thought you were
it on?
vamping. I thought you were really just vamping, and then you were gonna do like the intro, and then I was gonna come on. Can I say it is an honor to be back here?
Yeah,
it is an honor to bookend this. Okay, because here's the thing. I was on this show. Before it didn't have a single award. When I was on this show.
No.
Because I was the first ever guest, right?
Yes, the very first.
I was the first ever guest, and then my absence from the show has allowed it to grow and win multiple awards. And now that I'm back, it's ending.
Yeah. So I think you're sort of like an omen from beyond, the arbiter of doom and despair, but also creation.
I'm just sort of, when I'm gone is when you prosper.
Yeah.
Can I also point out for the strictly audio listeners, like the folks that aren't watching this live, I don't know, watching this on tape.
I should live stream. Yeah, this is on tape. live stream.
Right at the beginning of this, Peyton pushed the monitor away. There's a monitor in the studio.
Yeah.
And he pushed it away as if he was about to do something horrifically graphic.
It's like
Push it away to avert the monitor's eyes
so it couldn't see what's about to happen on this episode
before S hits the F.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't know what's going to happen in this episode, full transparency. There are also a pair of sunglasses in the studio that I've decided to put on because I want to feel cool again.
Dude, this is just wacky. That's the kind of stuff you get away with when you're 2-time award winning.
Exactly.
Also, that the ceremony.
Yeah.
Can I just say something about that award ceremony?
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Wow.
Why am I? So why
really know?
Why am I here?
No, you got to sit in that.
Okay.
Think about it. You feel that?
It was good.
It was good.
That was funny.
And let me say, the G.I. Jane joke was also very strong.
Also,
it's also pretty good. I laughed.
All right.
And then it got serious.
And then it got real serious.
Yeah, I'll watch my tongue this episode because I know with you it might get dicey. Speaking of dicey, we're rolling. Snake Eyes.
Ooh.
To you.
2.
Yes, 1 and 1. Hello and welcome, Trey, back to the show. Trey, since you've been gone, we've started this segment called the Passion Probe, which in it's
you've been gone.
And since you're back, and so basically what we like to do is ask you a few questions. So
Just
the
a little
audience,
song that made me think of.
when I said since you've been gone.
Yeah. Sorry. What are you talking? What were you gonna say?
I was talking about the Passion Probe, a segment in which I ask you questions so the audience get a better understanding of you.
Yes.
Because last time you were on, this show was only a half hour in length. We really didn't have time to understand you as a person. And I want the audience to get a chance to do that. And my first question to you, in the spirit of Kelly Clarkson, in the spirit of
That's Kelly Clarkson?
Is that?
I don't know.
I think so.
Okay.
That feels true to me.
What were you gonna say?
Speaking of which, in the spirit of Kelly Clarkson, what's your favorite daytime television series?
My favorite daytime television series would probably either be Today on NBC. Maybe Ellen, but I more just am a fan of her as a person.
As a person, not as
opposed
the
to
content.
Show.
Yeah.
But then I think overall, end of the day, it's gonna be C-SPAN.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be, and
Riveting.
honestly, I like to watch it when they're not even in the room, like just the live feed of like Congress.
Yeah.
Nobody's there, and I can just look at the chairs and the walls.
Yeah, does Mitch McConnell walk in sometimes and just like do a little fart and leave?
He walks in and then he shrinks. He takes off his jacket. He has a full turtle shell. His body is a turtle's shell, and then he squeezes into it.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yes, it is.
And nobody else is talking about this?
Nobody else is talking about this.
Wow. I'm
None
glad
of the media.
Yeah.
We're all so concerned about what's going on out there that nobody's paying attention to Mitch McConnell and his turtle body.
Yeah. What's that? I'm glad I got you on the show. I'm glad I gave you a platform.
I know.
To share this.
Everyone's afraid to.
Yeah, everyone's afraid nowadays. Speaking of which, what's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear?
Yeah.
Probably losing those that I love most.
And sure, I understand that. And dare I ask you, what is more horrifying when you say losing somebody you care about? Is, the finality of death more terrifying, or the sort of ongoing cerebral pain of losing somebody but they're still alive, but they're dead to you? Like you'll never see them again.
See, I think it's both of those things in a way. I hold a lot of my relationships, my close relationships, are very important to me. And I think I live in constant fear of the fact that maybe I am somebody who's changing for the worse and will begin to push people away from me. And then maybe even worse if I'm starting to push people away and then say I lose someone in a
horrific
death way.
Tennis accident.
In a horrific... All right.
I don't want to put that out there. Sorry. I'm going to go play tennis after this. I put that out. I'm scared now. I shouldn't have said that.
Manifesting. Manifesting is my second worst fear.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But no, I think I live in constant fear that I will be the one who pushes people away from me, that I will change in a way that I hurt people that I care about very much, which is why I make a lot of effort to try to show people that I love them.
Wow, that's really beautiful. Yeah. And I will say, since the last time I've had you on, you've gotten worse as a person in a way that endears me to you more.
I am glad you're pointing it out.
Yeah. And I part of the reason, I brought you onto the show because I want you to talk about your passion, do all the rest of it. But I also want to call you out. Okay. For all the crap you've been doing.
Okay. Name 7 things.
You don't do anything mean to me, really.
Yeah. Thank you.
I just think maybe generally, like at one point, maybe there's been some wires that have accidentally crossed, and
I've definitely had some sitcom-esque misunderstandings.
Yeah. Well, okay. Can I talk to you about this? This has been the story of my life, and I see it coming up in other people's lives. There's been a lot of 2 dates to the prom situations happening. It's a classic sitcom trope. I keep finding myself in these where I'm like, oh, I'll make a plan with you, and I make a plan with somebody else at the same time, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Okay, name 7 examples of that.
In my personal life?
Yeah.
Okay, so this show, for one.
Okay.
There used to be 2 guests. I booked 2 guests for this episode.
Actually? Who was the second guest?
Your mom.
I really love my mom.
And that's why she knew she had to step away.
I think it would have been a really great episode if it was me and my mom both here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But I said, no, it can only be one. And she was like, I love Trey more than anything, and I know I need to step away to give you this chance to have a thematic bookend of the series.
Aw. And then also, I couldn't figure out between these 2 girls who I'm gonna take to the dance.
Yeah, there's that. I got a both a corsage, and you can't match with 2 girls to prom. I can't wear blue and red, or can I?
Two-Face.
Yeah.
Two-Face goes to prom.
We should write that.
We should
write that.
Oh, brother, it's written.
Awesome. And Riddler goes to prom and he wears the same thing.
And
he's
wears
like, a suit.
Riddle me this. Will you
go to prom with me? Scarecrow doesn't have anyone to go to prom with because everyone's weirded out by him.
Dude, because he's scary.
Yeah, he's scary.
Honestly, well, what did I say? I said my greatest fear was losing the people around me.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, it's Joker.
Yeah. Yeah,
if honestly, I'm being honest, I slipped my mind because I hide it so deep down.
Yeah, but now I remember the Joker exists. He's twisted.
When I think about the Joker, and I think about how his laughter is our macabre, then I just freak the heck out.
Yeah.
I just go into a spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, one last question for you. I'd love to get your opinion on the matter.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in Dark Knight Rises 2012. Michael Caine's Alfred says something to the effect of Bane is the scariest guy I've seen in my whole life. However, in the previous film, he did see Heath Ledger's The Joker.
Sure.
Do you think that's a consequence of poor writing, or do you believe that Tom Hardy Bane is in fact scarier than Heath Ledger Joker?
Peyton, that's ridiculous. It's an edited image. It's a meme. It's an internet meme.
They
took a picture of Alfred crying from the movie, and then they said Bane is the scariest guy I've ever seen. That's not a line in the film. It's kind of like how people think it's Luke, I am your father. You know this?
Yeah, but
the line is no, I am your father. Or even like the Joker line about, chills. Even the Joker line about, chills again, where he says like, You do this thing and nobody bats an eye, but then you do this thing and everybody loses their minds.
Yeah.
Also, not a line that he says in the movie. That's another meme. That's another internet meme.
What?
Yep. You got trolled.
I just admitted that.
I know.
In front of our audience of millions of people.
I know.
I feel like an idiot.
You're gonna. They're
I don't feel good.
I see people outside the studio right now taking your award from you.
Oh no!
There's a big crew of repo guys that just came in here.
Oh God! They're taking everything.
Yep, from a place called Repo Depot,
Oh, that's a fun name.
isn't it?
That's fun.
And they are ripping all of your award. How many? Is it 2?
Yeah, all 2 of them.
All 2 of your awards off of the wall, taking a good chunk of drywall with it.
Yeah, someone's going to have to come in and fix that wall now, too.
Now there's a gaping hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And it's freaking pouring outside.
Oh, no, the rain's getting into the studio.
The rain's getting into the studio and it's flooding. And now there's gators.
Oh, gosh.
What are we
Oh,
going to
heck.
do? At least it's not the Joker.
Wow. Things can always be worse, everyone. Remember that. Speaking of remembering, and I think this was a great segue into our topic for today.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, yes, it is. Because I presented to you a fact that I believe to be true, but in reality was a fabrication.
Mm-hmm.
And using your wide breadth of knowledge and ability to suss things out, if you will, you were able to provide the correct information. And yeah. So what are you here to talk about today? We saw it a little bit in action. What's going on?
I'm mainly here to talk about how I know everything.
Yeah.
I have immense knowledge, more than anybody else on the planet, and I know a good amount of things about very many things.
Sure. And have you found? I guess. That's a good question to start with. What do you know?
Okay. So I'll take this. I'll go with I'll go with an actual sincere answer for this. My passion is information.
Mm-hmm.
I am into a lot of different things, pop culture wise. We've spoken on it a little bit, but I like comic books. I like a lot of movies and everything, and I find that every time I get into something like that, I have no choice but to learn as much about that thing as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever been a casual fan of something.
It's never been
If we
casual
talk
for me.
about a movie that I like, I'm going to know the name of every single character. I'm going to know every single actor who plays every character in something. And I'm going to get angry. I'm going to get mad if
somebody misquotes the film in front of you, per
misquotes
se.
the film in front of me, if somebody tries to insult me for knowing this much information. When did knowing things become bad?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, you can now be canceled for knowing too much.
A mutual friend of ours, an enemy of the show, Adam Cox.
True, yeah.
We were playing video games with him, and I pointed out the fact that in Avengers Infinity War, Red Skull is not played by his original actor, Hugo Weaving, who you might know from The Matrix and Lord of the Rings, and also he voiced Megatron in the first Transformers,
why not?
in like the 2007 Transformers movie.
Yeah.
He did not play Red Skull, despite the fact that he did play it in Captain America: The First Avenger. That was instead played by Ross Marquand, who is known for his work in The Walking Dead and a lot of voiceover projects like Invincible. And Adam said, "Why do you know that?" And honestly, worst I've been slighted in a long time.
Yeah.
People have done and said things that I think a lot of people would consider worse than that to
Yeah.
me in that time.
Sure.
I think people have been...
Because you get bullied a lot.
People have been more directly mean to me in a more mainstream way, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
But that specific thing really, really just irked me on a very deep level. When did it become bad to know things?
Yeah. I think
everybody should be as informed as possible. I think we'd be in a much better world if people were willing to take in information and allow information to alter their opinions.
inviting new perspectives.
Because every new thing that you let in, it changes the way that you see something. And we shouldn't be afraid of that change.
Change isn't scary.
Change is not scary.
Change is not like the Joker.
Change is not like the Joker, because you know one thing about the Joker, he's consistent.
And maybe that's his downfall.
Yeah, and let's think about this. Good things come from change, because previously there was no passion project. Previously you did not have a radio show.
Yeah.
And then something changed. And look at where you're at.
Now we're here.
Where you're at now.
Oh, we're here.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Right. No, I think you've also spoken on something. that I found interesting as about the relationship between knowledge and sort of perceived intelligence, and like how that all sort of the social ramifications of something like that, because people don't like to feel foolish. People don't like to feel stupid.
True.
And one thing I've noticed about enemy of the show Adam Cox over the years is that he's a very small man. Deeply insecure.
I hope he's listening.
I hope so too. I really hope he's listening, and he hears me when I say like, and then I think that's intimidating. For somebody to know so much, and I don't even think that's a great thing. That's not a terribly difficult thing to know. That's pretty accessible knowledge. But like, I can only imagine in that moment he was either intimidated or felt small because he didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, I guess the question I'll pivot off of this to you is, how, in your quest for accumulating of knowledge, how do you go about that? I guess like socially, or how do you navigate the ramifications of being so knowledgeable? Because I assume you found yourself in situations where you know something that could be helpful, or something that's like, but perhaps you felt the need to censor yourself, or perhaps you felt the need to withhold knowledge.
Yeah. It's hard to be at the top.
Yeah.
It's hard to be right at the tippy top. But no, I think you say an interesting thing where I think sometimes there can be a bit of a thought around sharing knowledge and everything, because the point is, you also don't want to come off as like, I know more than everybody else, like I'm better than everybody else.
Right.
I think knowing everything is an art. I think it's something to be passionate about. And I think knowledge should be shared. Of course, there's obviously going to be instances where maybe sharing a piece of knowledge could hurt somebody in a certain context.
Sure.
And that maybe you should share it with them later. But I do believe that knowledge and information is something to be shared. And I love learning a new thing about something. I do like when I don't know everything about something, because then very soon after I can begin to know everything about that thing. I just like information a lot.
Yeah.
I just like stuff about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's really fascinating you bringing that up, because there's a piece of information I was going to share with you on air, but it would derail the show completely and leave you a broken, fractured piece of yourself.
Sure.
So I'm going to wait till we're off air to share that with you.
Oh, wonderful.
In hopes of
Delightful.
sparing your public facing appearance.
Yes, 100%.
And I think it's a great example.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be shattered.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just yanking your chain. I have nothing to say to you.
No, that's good though. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me something you know?
You want me to tell you something that I know?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to narrow that down at all, or?
What is something I think recently you've been researching or digging into?
Recently, I've been learning the full German lyrics to 99 Luftballons by Nina.
Classic.
Just to have like a dope move at karaoke.
Yeah.
And in the process of that, I'm learning a good amount about the German language.
Yeah.
And like, there's always that thing of like, I think they say like if you were to like live in a country for a little bit, you start to sort of just pick up on the language that's around you without like formally necessarily learning all of it. Like, and that is coming through for this. Like, I feel like it's the sort of thing where it's like, if I could see how if I was in Germany for a while, I could definitely start to be like, okay, here's a couple like basic words to like, where's the bathroom and all of that. And then as it comes in, you start to make more and more connections, and you start to kind of understand how the language works, because it's different. Things are formatted differently in the German language from how they are in English. You can even tell in the translation of that song, which the English version of that song is like fully different lyrics. It's a different song entirely. But then looking at like a translation of the German lyrics, it's all the word placements are different, and It's cool.
Mhm.
It's cool. So that's something that I've been really into recently.
Yeah.
That, and I've been really into the Marvel character Beta Ray Bill right now.
Classic. Sure.
This is another example of, it's a weird example, but an interesting example of new information changing my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
On a, smaller, I guess, less like super big important opinion scale. But previously, my favorite Marvel superhero
Mm-hmm.
had been Doctor Strange.
Sure.
I still love Doctor Strange. I think he's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah,
I think
he's-
there's a lot
he's
of cool
interesting.
stuff about the story. I
Mhm.
like seeing the kind of deconstruction of his ego
Mhm.
and the way in which he continues to help people in a way that is even better than when he was helping them as like a neurosurgeon. But I've started taking in more information about this character, Beta Ray Bill, which, if the listeners are not entirely familiar, he's basically this alien who kind of dresses like Thor, and
Yeah.
he also kind of looks like a horse a little bit.
Mhm.
Except he's not a horse; he's a Corbinite. But Corbinites don't actually look like that because he was genetically modified by his people to appear as an intimidating beast. Because their world was about to be destroyed by Surtur, Lord of Muspelheim from Norse mythology and Marvel villain, Thor villain.
Yeah.
So the Corbinites evacuated Corbin, their home planet, in a ship called Scuttlebutt, which is sort of this like living ship a little bit, and they all froze themselves, but they needed one protector on the ship, and so Beta Ray Bill was the one who decided that he could do it. So he allowed the scientists to like modify him and turn him into this scary looking beast that had like enhanced strength, and he's like huge and super like muscular and stuff, but he would have to live this lone life as like this monster that he is afraid of when he looks in the mirror.
Right.
And he wouldn't have his friends or family to speak with anymore because he would just be protecting them until they found a place that they could live. And it was all of those qualities about him that made him worthy of lifting up Mjolnir, Thor's hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And Beta Ray Bill in Marvel Comics was the first person that wasn't Thor to lift up Mjolnir.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe besides like Odin, but like
This
Odin,
whatever. He did the thing, yeah.
But like out of anyone else in the universe, Beta Ray Bill was the first one to lift up Mjolnir, and I think that's really interesting. He's a very noble character to me. Like he's always making like the morally right decision, but he's also always plagued by guilt for like, kind of what he's done to himself and sort of his inability to necessarily like save the other Corbinites and everything, and there's all sorts of other stuff that happens that leads him down that road. There's a really great Beta Ray Bill miniseries from, I want to say 2021, written and illustrated by Daniel Warren Johnson, who is an absolutely incredible comics creator. Are you familiar with Daniel Warren Johnson at all?
I don't know if I am.
He's written the recent Transformers series
Oh,
that's been
yes.
coming out. It's just like beautiful, beautiful artwork.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really good at just putting like a central, like very simple to follow theme throughout his message. And so like Beta Ray Bill's story, it's a lot about self-acceptance. He wants to look normal again, is basically the through line of it. And so it's him searching for like going on this quest to find a magical artifact that can make him look like he did before all of the modifications were done to him. Basically, he wants to be in love with how he looks. So it's a very interesting story that's kind of about like body dysmorphia and like feeling comfortable with yourself and like the lengths that you will go to do that, and it's very good. It makes me cry. I cry when I start to think about that character for too long because he's so he's so noble and good and kind, and he can freaking lift Thor's hammer, dude.
Yeah.
He's the protector of his entire species. Like he gets it done. But throughout all of this, like, he hates the way that he looks. He's got a very central, like, he's very insecure. He doesn't really like himself that much, and that's really, really tragic to see because he's so like good and kind to others,
Right.
And sick.
Yeah, he's so cool.
Dude, he's so cool.
Yeah.
He's so freaking cool, dude.
He's doing stuff. He's like beating people up. He's
So-
like, I'm cool.
Yeah, that's something that I've been into.
Yeah. And the way you queued up this story, I think is very fascinating. Another piece, I guess you could say, of knowing everything, of how, knowing more about something changes the way you feel about it. I think this happens a lot, where I don't know if there's other things, or like it's just a strange phenomenon with knowledge. It's like you can learn more, and it can make you feel a way about something. And then if you learn even more, it can change your opinion further or change your opinion back.
Yeah.
Like the more you learn, it's not necessarily cyclical, but it's like you go on a journey with everything you experience, and you learn and grow.
I think something that's important as well with taking in knowledge is I think this is one small thing that would make the world a lot better, is if more people had the capacity to say, oh yeah, I was wrong about that. Oh yeah, my bad. I was wrong. You're right in this scenario, so that's fine, and we're both good. I think so many people that are in places of power right now, especially, are so staunch on their point of view that they will not take in any outside information at all. That's why taking in information is so important, because you can, again, like we were talking about, it can change your point of view on something, but you also have to be willing to let that change in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's that's something that's very important to me, and I like to be around people who are similar.
Right. Those who are willing to admit they don't know everything.
Because here's the thing, it's not embarrassing to not know something.
Right.
I don't think, I really like knowing things, but also, like, again, like I said, like, I love being able to figure some new stuff out.
Right.
So I think that ability is something that every single person on Earth needs more of. Even the people that are good at doing it. Even the people who are good at being like, sorry, I was wrong about that. I have pitfalls of maybe gunning towards something a little bit too hard from time to time, really thinking that I'm right about it, and then really being wrong about it and not wanting to admit that. But it's very important, and it's a likable quality too.
Right.
I think
it's endearing.
Yeah, the ability to.
There's a cuteness to it.
There's a cuteness to it, and if you're cool about it and you're kind about it, then it's just like fun and funny. You know, to be like, oh yeah, oh I'm wrong. Oopsie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm so stupid.
And as long as it's not like a horrible thing,
right? It's like,
then it's usually fine.
Yeah,
you know, my bad.
Fine.
My bad. Those are the two words that everyone needs to say more.
Two words, two most powerful words in the English language.
Yep.
Please and thank you.
That's not what I said at all.
That's what I heard, though. I'm gonna warp your message. You have a really profound message of listening and taking accountability. I'm not gonna co-sign that.
Twist me into something that's palatable for your viewers.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that message into a message of politeness and brevity.
What side of the political spectrum does the Passion Project fan base skew towards?
You'd be surprised. I can show you some interesting statistics after the show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I want you to know, when you listen, you have to put in your ideology.
Yeah, I know. Whenever I go on the show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, meet more libertarian.
Yeah. And I try to keep it balanced, but then like you come in with something like that, and it's like, oh, that's not.
It's a joke.
Like, you're not in one of the two major parties, so what do I do with you? And you know, it is what it is. You something you said brought to mind, like this idea of navigating that interesting space where like you're speaking with somebody and they don't know what you know. Like it's always like interesting for me to think, like, I don't know what I don't know. There's so much that I don't know, but I don't know what I don't know because I don't know it yet.
Yeah.
And I think that's really interesting. And how do you approach? Because I think for certain folks, maybe enemies of the show historically, it might be difficult to be confronted with knowledge that you did not know. That sort of, again, more knowledge changes the way you feel about a subject. How do you I guess navigate introducing new knowledge to people?
Oh, sure.
Because I think the beauty of knowledge too is that it can be shared.
Yeah.
Dare I say it should be shared.
I think that's a great thing that your show does for a lot of people. Is I think when you're sharing knowledge with people, it's important not to necessarily have like a higher than thou sort of attitude about it. Like, I don't know. You never want to be like, oh, you don't know that? Well, I know that, and I'm better. It should just be like, no, here's this cool thing that I learned. Check this out. I think that's the most important thing. I think so much knowledge is learned by people just being passionate about something. And that's what I really love about your show is I can listen to an episode about something that I previously didn't know I was at all interested in learning about. And suddenly, oh my gosh, I know
everything about.
I know so much about this now.
Yeah.
And I love knowing things about things, and I never even considered there's so many things in the world.
Sure.
And every single thing has such a rich backstory. And I think that's just one of my favorite things to experience.
Yeah.
Especially hearing somebody who loves to talk about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I love teachers.
I love teachers.
I love teachers. But teachers who are super passionate about what they're doing and everything. I had a lot of great like theater teachers in high school. And I guess now, because I'm getting a fake degree.
Sure. I'll give you a real piece of paper. And then you get to ascribe it meaning.
And then I get to do what I want with the paper.
Yes.
I
heard it shreds pretty good.
Yeah.
If you want to try that out.
Boing it up.
Yeah.
Throw it in the shredder and boing it up. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I didn't know this was possible.
I love teachers. And I love teachers who are really passionate about what they're teaching. I'm shouting out the theater teachers and everything because I think that's what a lot of people go to immediately when they think about very passionate teachers because they love the theater and they're able to share that and inspire students. But I also really, really just love like when my math teacher loves math.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It makes so much of a difference.
My favorite class in 9th grade was geometry.
Awesome.
Because my teacher was so sick. He was dope. Mr. Cole. And he inspired that learning fever. I wanted to learn about how to calculate the area of shapes.
Side angle side.
It was great. Yeah.
Side.
Side.
There is no angle side. Just remember that.
Yeah, because that.
Let's not
go there.
If you know, you know.
Ick yick.
Speaking of knowing things,
you can only use that segue like one more time.
Speaking of knowing things, it's just so great. You've set me. The reason I allowed you to come back on is you've just set me up for the hardest part of the show is coming up with segues. And I've had some great ones and I've had some not so great ones. But the reason I agreed to this episode is because there is always an easy way out, an easy way through.
Yes.
Speaking of knowing things, earlier before the show, we were outside, and at this studio there are various board games. One of which is Trivial Pursuit, a game about knowing things. To orient our audience, this is the 20th anniversary edition. I think this is a pretty old game. So the 20th anniversary of Trivial Pursuit had to have also been 20 years at least from now. So, Trey, would you care to test how much you truly know about everything?
I would love to test how much I truly know about everything because it's so much.
Yeah, and I assume we'll do a little bit of learning. Because, like, look, I'm not even going to ask you to answer this one because I know you know what Pistons great scored 16 points in 93 seconds during the 1984 playoff game. Everybody knows that's Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah. Isaiah?
Yeah. Yeah?
Come on.
Yeah, it's classic him.
That's my goat.
But I will toss you some. Oh, this will be fun.
Okay.
What president is clean-shaven and skinny as a rail in a 30-foot-tall Springfield, Illinois statue?
Clean shaven, skinny as a rail.
Yeah.
Springfield, Illinois statue.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln.
Folks, it's true.
Yay.
Trey truly does know everything. So, as a knower of things, walk me through your process when you were offered that question. How does your mental Rolodex work? Can you describe the biological process of memory recall?
First, I'm thinking of presidents.
Yeah.
Then I'm thinking of skinny presidents, and then I think it's the clean shaven little thing that I think really is the indicator for it.
Sure.
Because that insinuates to me that that's not normal about this person. And then when thinking about presidents that come from Illinois, Lincoln is kind of the main one.
That's true.
And then it's like, oh, he normally has a beard.
Yeah.
He's tall and skinny.
And not to knowledge drop on you.
Yeah.
He was born in Indiana.
Was he?
Yeah, he was not even born in Illinois, the land of Lincoln, by
Dude,
the way.
I'm so freaking wrong. My
That's
bad.
No, hey, don't be.
That he was born in Indiana?
Yeah, he was, and I think that's so funny.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why is Lincoln Park in Chicago?
Well, why is, because he moved here and he did all his work here, but he was born in Indiana.
Come on.
I don't think they take advantage of that.
No, they really should.
Yeah.
People like that guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a really good question. How many grams of dietary fiber does a Big Mac boast? 0, 1, or 2?
Dietary fiber?
Yeah. How much? Oh, grams of dietary fiber.
Grams of dietary fiber.
Your options are 0,
0,
1, or 2. Play along at home if you'd like.
Okay.
Comment your answer below. Is it 0, 1, or 2?
I eat a lot of Big Macs.
I know this about you.
I like hamburger.
You walked into the room today with a Big Mac, and I'm like, you can't eat that in the studio. And then you threw it at me, and then it sort of soured the vibe.
Said, watch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I can't watch you anymore. You threw the Big Mac at me.
And then you scooped the Big Mac off your face, and the ketchup left a perfect smile across your lips. And I freaked out.
Yeah. And I'm like, whoa, you put a smile on this face.
Why so serious?
I don't know how I got this ketchup.
Hamburger. Little Bane for you.
Little Bane, for those of you Bane knowers.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 2.
That's correct. 2 is correct. 2 is correct. Yeah, yeah. You think a sandwich that big has a pretty decent amount of whatchamacallit.
And that was that long tangent that we went on. That was a mislead.
Yeah, did that get you?
So I could grab another Big Mac from my backpack and check how many grams of dietary fiber were inside of it.
Audio listeners, Trey pulled out a whole Big Mac and read the nutrition facts on the box.
Yep. No, I just sifted through it.
Yeah. Okay. There's some good stuff here. I'll give you another good. All these science ones appear to be multiple choice for whatever reason.
Okay.
What animals were the source of the red blood cells in Hemopure, the first widespread blood substitute? Cows, monkeys, or sheeps? I will let the record reflect. The card says sheep, as that is the correct plural of sheep, but cows and monkeys also had an S, so I said sheeps. That's not correct.
And I'm glad that you know that.
Yeah, and I'm just dropping a little knowledge on you. What do you know about Hemopure?
Okay, Hemopure, so it's like a blood substitute?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with sheeps.
Sheeps?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I always say, sheeps the creeps. It was cows.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was cows.
Huh.
Because I imagine they have pretty simple blood and they're big.
That makes sense to me. I was thinking sheep because you know how they always test, like they cloned the sheep.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff to sheep.
They do a lot of stuff to sheep, so that's why I'm thinking like maybe they have like something going on. That's interesting though.
Mm-hmm.
Learned something new.
Wow. Yeah.
I also never heard of Hemopure.
I don't dabble in Hemopure.
No.
But this one's right up your alley.
Okay.
What TV mutt valiantly asked to sniff J-Lo's derriere at the 2001 MTV Video Music Awards?
Bruh. That dirty dog.
Yeah.
TV mutt?
Yeah, this TV dog, this dog from TV who does stuff on TV. He's a bit crass often.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm blanking on that. I should know this, right?
Yeah, I maybe.
I should definitely know this.
I just feel like it's in a sphere that you should know.
Yeah, I think so too. I know a lot of cartoons.
Well, I think I will say he's not a cartoon.
He's not a cartoon. No, he's a
No.
live action dog.
Yeah, and he's not actually really a dog.
Oh, he's just like a dog.
He is a dog, but he's not a living, breathing dog.
Oh.
He's more of a dog operated by another person
Oh.
in a puppeteering sort of sense.
What? Wait.
It's a dog puppet.
Casper.
Casper the Ghost?
Yeah.
Your final answer?
Yep, because you said he's dead. Because he's not a living, breathing dog. Casper the Friendly Ghost is my final answer.
It's correct.
Yes!
It's not. It's Triumph the Insult Comic.
Oh my God, from Conan.
From Conan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How could I not know that? Robert Smigel.
Yeah, okay. Watch this though. Oh, this one's gonna be fun.
Watch this though.
Oh, what? Oh, okay. I want you to know I look at the back here at the answers to see like, what could Trey maybe know on this 40-year-old game?
Yeah, because truly, this is
Yeah.
this is disproving everything I've ever said about my level of knowledge on anything.
But like also, I think this also highlights an interesting facet of knowledge. Of like, I like that moment where you're like, I should know this, because it sometimes feels like there are things where we should know.
Yeah.
You know, which is based off of societal standards or pressures or how we sort of position ourselves and like to advertise ourselves as people. You know? What movie did Frank DeCaro describe as a 3-hour epic about returning bad jewelry?
Oh, Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
It's actually really 9 hours.
Yeah.
And if you watch the extended cut, the way it was intended to be seen.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hello. Ugh.
Ooh.
Okay, wait. Can I ask you one? And then I
Yeah.
have a couple last things I want to share.
Sure.
I have a couple last pieces of knowledge that I would like to share.
Yeah. There's nothing good on here.
Here, I'll hit you with one of these real quick.
Watch this.
Okay. Let's
See what I know. What do you know?
What do you know? This will be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Who threatened to sue PETA over a billboard with his image that read, "Got prostate cancer? Drinking milk contributes to prostate cancer."
So this could just be any guy, really.
Any guy, but it's...
Can you give me a hint as to what I might know this guy from? Is this an actor?
You may know him from the Trump campaign and also being the mayor of New York.
Rudy Giuliani?
Yeah.
What? Everything I learned, again, great example of how knowledge changes your opinion. Everything I learned about this guy, I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm so happy that this is the one that I pulled.
Yeah, beautiful. America's mayor. Got prostate cancer? It's because you drank milk, idiot.
Oh, my
How dare
God.
you? I'm Rudy Giuliani, and my
put-
prostate's great.
Did they just put his face on it then?
Maybe. Well, why did PETA sue? In my conception of this, Rudy
He threatened to
Giuliani.
sue PETA.
Oh,
So
for making
they-
him the face of prostate cancer?
Yeah, they put his picture on the billboard.
Was this a moment in time? Where like he had prostate cancer? Maybe.
I don't
know
actually
his
know.
story.
I don't know a lot about Rudolph Giuliani besides the fact that he's America's mayor.
Yeah, and he's not doing good
And
nowadays. He's fallen from grace.
Is he in prison?
No, I don't think so.
Probably should. Be.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, probably should. Be.
I don't know.
Anyway, speaking of knowing,
Yeah.
I've got a couple things that I want to share.
I was just riffing on knowing.
That was
Please,
fun.
Please, the floor is yours.
Okay,
It's
cool.
waxed. It's fresh.
Yeah, I guess to kind of like wrap it up today, I want to share a couple of things that I know about Peyton.
Oh.
Because I know everything
Sure.
about everything,
Uh-huh.
and Peyton is part of everything.
Yeah.
It's sort of just like, you're coming to the end of this incredible run of shows. I'm so glad to be sort of bookending it in a way.
Yeah.
So here's a couple of things that I know about Peyton. You once said that you preferred Red Hot Chili Peppers to Green Day. That's a real thing that you said.
I
one
did say
time.
that.
I don't know if you still stand by that, but it's a real thing that you did say to me one time, based on a question that was like, it was like a either or. It was like Red Hot Chili Peppers or Green Day, and Peyton thought that was an actual good question that you could ask to people.
We don't have time for me to argue the merits of this line of questioning.
But anyway, within that, you alluded to the fact that you might prefer Red Hot Chili Peppers to Green Day. So that's the first thing that I want to share. Second thing I want to share is, freshman year, you had kind of this going bit where every time you went to the bathroom, you would intentionally splash your pants with water to make it look like you had peed your pants.
Yeah.
And nobody ever noticed this until you pointed it out to me and our friend Evelyn May on a walk together. Friend of the show.
Yeah.
And I think that's wonderful. And I took a picture of you in that moment with the water on your pants.
Yeah.
And I made it. That was your profile picture on my phone for a long
time. Oh, how wonderful.
I thought that was awesome and hilarious. Do you still do that ever?
I want to keep doing it.
Okay, cool.
I think it's harmless and it's really funny to me.
Yeah, make yourself laugh.
Yeah.
Next thing about you. You are blonde. Okay.
All right. Yep.
Next thing, you are an award-winning radio host.
Yes.
That has built up a truly wonderful show over the last few years. I've already told you how much I appreciate this show and how much I appreciate the knowledge that it brings to people, and it's wonderful to just hear people talk about something that they really like to talk about. The show is kind of just a bundle of joy that happens every single week, I think. The last thing that I want to share is in one of our very early interactions when we met at the beginning of college, you and I sat on the steps of one of the DePaul churches, and we ate ice cream from the now defunct Eiffel Waffle.
Rightfully so.
No one was ever there.
I didn't like it.
Except
not
for
a good
us.
ice cream. Yeah, that one time.
There's weird waffles that were in it.
Yeah.
And in that moment, you said to me that I'm the comedian that you wanted to be. And that really hit me because in that moment, I was thinking the exact same thing about you. And now I am so incredibly happy to say that you're one of my best friends, that I work with a lot, that I make a lot of stuff with, make a lot of content with, that I like to laugh a lot with, that I like to play a lot of video games with. And I'm so happy that you asked me to come back on this show because it was an honor to be the first guest, and it's an honor to be one of the last. So thank you, Peyton. Thank you for what you do.
You can't just do that.
That's the stuff that I know.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for knowing everything. That was profoundly beautiful, and I feel all those sentiments.
You gonna tell me that earth-shattering horrible thing now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take you out back. Put you down. No, I'm not actually. I'm gonna withhold that information so you can keep your peace.
Wonderful.
You earned it.
No, thank you.
Yay! Wow, that was deeply beautiful and profound.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I know that. I know that now. Wow, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Trey, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
Way to end the episode.
It's wonderful to be
I'm
back.
gonna think about that now.
Please do.
Awesome. Trey, thank you so much. Listeners, thank you so much. One more week. Just one more.
There's a great song.
It's been.
What?
I'm gonna cut the episode now. I can't. I gotta.
Wonderful.
Awesome. That was not. Yeah.